Hello and welcome back to our playthrough of Majora's Mask. Today we're going to be starting off the Great Bay Temple. That sad face is trying to tell you something. Well, we saved all her eggs and learned this song from them, so let's try it out. Ah, so that was not an island, it was a turtle. I slept quite well. I just realized this when I open my eyes. The passing of days is quick. Isn't it, Lulu? Yes, Lulu, it's nothing to be surprised at. Even when my eyes are closed in sleep, I still see everything that occurs in this ocean. It seems like Lulu is confused. Regrettably, there is no time for idle conversation. Now then, proud Zora warrior. The open seas of Great Bay have need of your might. Quickly, climb onto my back. Alright, I guess he's going to serve as our transportation over to the temple. Hasn't really explained how we're getting past that vortex surrounding the temple. How did we get right through? Alright, well, we're here anyway. This is the Great Bay Temple. We're going to be getting through the temple and ready to fight the boss in today's video. The first thing I'm going to do is light all the torches. I'm assuming this is going to be a stray fairy or something. Yeah, they wouldn't put anything too important in the first room. Alright, first stray fairy of the dungeon. Yeah, even the map and compass they tend to put further in. Whoa, look at that huge water wheel. It looks like it's turning because of the sheer force of water coming through the pipe. That would be how water wheels work. Okay, so one of our goals is to eventually turn all the switches in this dungeon. So that one turned on the water shooting out of that fish, which will act like an elevator for us or a platform. Okay, I know we have to turn on all the switches to activate all the water, and then we'll eventually have to reverse the flow of water. I'm kind of surprised after the water temple that they made a second temple like this in this game, but I guess they probably hadn't heard everyone's complaints about it. I mean, there wasn't much time turnaround between Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask in development, so they probably didn't realize how notoriously disliked the water temple was when they were making the Great Bay Temple. I am kind of glad that we're not using the iron boots in this, though. I get it. That huge water wheel is powering this thing. So if we reverse that water wheel, we would reverse the flow of water in this room as well. Yeah, I think there's a stray fairy in that pot. See if I can hit it without having to jump in the water. Okay, it'll eventually make its way to us. I think there might be one more in here we need to collect. It wasn't in that. It must be in the barrel on the other side. Alright, we already have 5 stray fairies, and we've only been through a couple rooms of this dungeon. Alright, so now we gotta start making our way through these doors. Openings in the wall, whatever you want to call them. Basically, I'll start at the top and just start working my way lower. And then when we reverse the water, we'll have access to a whole new set of openings to swim through. Alright, so we need to find a key somehow. Then we'll be off towards the first boss fight in this dungeon, trying to get the dungeon item. So it seems like there's about 2 mini bosses and a final boss in each one of these temples. Kind of cool they created a water version of this enemy. They were kind of a land enemy in Ocarina of Time, so the fact that they've attached them to lily pads and gave them legs and put them underwater and stuff is pretty cool. Alright, is this going to be our key or a stray fairy? I guess we also haven't found the map or compass yet. Alright, stray fairy, 6 to 1. 9 to go. Collecting what I can, because we're actually using magic and a lot of our items in this dungeon so far. Can we reach that treasure chest from our hook shot? Now we should be able to reach it. All right, we've got the compass. Now to head into the water and take care of those enemies. Oh, I didn't even see that one. Alright, we found the key, so that should allow us to go fight the first mini-boss. I think we just have to make our way back out to the first room with the spinning water. It's cool, we can already see the boss key, I just can't get to it. I do not like these enemies when I'm in Zora form. Yeah, those clamshell things weren't too bad when you had iron boots on in the water temple. You could just hit them with the hook shot, but in Zora form, they're kind of more annoying to deal with, so I'm just going to avoid them. Of course, there have to be Octoroks shooting things at us while we're trying to climb up here. Interesting choice to put bomb chews in a water temple. It's also kind of cool that bomb chews are now an enemy and not just an item. Okay, that door ahead should lead us to the mini-boss, so I'm just collecting what I can. I'll make sure my gear is sorted out. Alright, we're all equipped. Let's go deal with this thing. Huh, where is it? I know I don't want to be in Zora form to fight it. Ah, there you are. Alright, so we gotta try and knock all those bubbles off of this thing. I wonder if I could have brought like a Goron powder keg to hit it. Wonder how many of those bubbles that would have knocked off. I'm pretty sure Deku nuts are pretty effective against this thing, but I didn't happen to collect any on the way here, so I'm trying bombs out. But sometimes they do that and knock half the bubbles off this thing. And managed to knock all of them off of him. Just want to take them all out so they're not a distraction while I'm fighting him. Last thing I want to do is try and line up an arrow and get hit in the back by one of those bouncing bubbles. Right, he doesn't seem to be very dangerous at this point. He's just smashing into walls. Just kind of waiting to line shots up on his eyeball. He's pretty easy to avoid. Really, dude? Alright, that's the end of him, so that should get us the dungeon item. Alright, we got the ice arrows. They're much more useful in this game. They were kind of an optional item in Ocarina of Time. You didn't really need them. I think a lot of people probably never bothered collecting them in that game. But they're kind of required to get through this temple. So I can freeze water and enemies using those new arrows. Our goal is to make our way onto that platform in the center to turn the switch on. Well, that Octorok will make a nice platform up there. And this should turn the water on. Yeah, those things are kind of annoying in this form. Okay, it's not going to let me swim in that way. So there's only really one way out of here unless we go out through the door. Alright, we've made it back to this room. So I'm trying to get back to the area where we found the compass so we can collect the boss key next. Now that we freeze water, there should be a new door that we're able to reach in there. We could kind of see the boss key when we were in there, but we had no way of getting to it before now. But now that we have the ice arrows, we should be able to reach it. Oh, can I not freeze anywhere in the water? Oh, it's gotta be those, like, sparkling spots in the water. So I guess you can only freeze certain spots. I definitely don't remember that being a thing in the N64 version, but... maybe it just didn't show you where you had to shoot in that game. Alright, time for the next mini-boss. Okay, gotta freeze him when he's on the ceiling. Oh, I was a little too slow on that one. For some reason, our fairy really doesn't want to target him. I almost have to get the arrow out pointed at him, then the fairy will target him. The targeting system seems a little clunky. Alright, that should allow us to collect the boss key. So now we have the boss key and we have the dungeon item, so we're ready to go fight the boss. Making up for some of the magic we've used up with those arrows. Alright, we got the boss key, so now we have everything required to go fight the boss. Alright, we're out of there. So I think this is where we're going to leave it for today. So I hope you'll come back and watch us take on the boss of this temple in our next Majora's Mask video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.